In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to generate and run a trial balance report. This process is essential for anyone managing financial information as it provides a comprehensive snapshot of all accounts within your ledger. Whether you're preparing for a fiscal meeting or simply keeping an eye on your finances, understanding how to create this report is a fundamental skill. So let's dive in and make sure you're comfortable with every part of this task. First and foremost, let's navigate to the report section. This is your main gateway to accessing various types of financial documents. Once you're there, look for the option that says Trial Balance. It's important to have a good handle on where all reports are located because it will save you time and make you more efficient in managing your financial data. Now that you've found the Trial Balance report, it's crucial to set a precise date range. Why is this important? Well, the date range essentially dictates the period for which you want your financial data. Setting an accurate range ensures that the data you receive is relevant to the specific time frame you're interested in. Just imagine you wouldn't want to present the wrong financial period to stakeholders, or worse, make decisions based on outdated information. So, take a moment to think about exactly what period you need to examine, and input these dates carefully to narrow down your report to what's truly pertinent. Once your dates are set and you're satisfied with your selection, it's time to run the report. This action basically processes all the data within the selected time frame and presents it to you in a manner that's easy to digest. Be patient, especially if you're dealing with a large data set, as this might take a few moments. When your report is ready, review it thoroughly. Remember, a trial balance is crafted to help you verify that the sum of debits equals the sum of credits, an essential check and balance in accounting. So, give it a careful look to ensure everything lines up as it should. While reviewing, if you notice any discrepancies, don't panic. Sometimes errors can occur due to misallocated entries or typographical errors in data input. This is your opportunity to identify and correct such mistakes, thus maintaining the integrity of your financial records. In conclusion, by following these steps, you can confidently generate a trial balance report that is both accurate and reflective of the specific time period you have in mind. This foundational process supports your financial oversight and clarity, paving the way for sound decision-making and strategic planning. I hope this guide has clarified any uncertainties you had about running and interpreting a trial balance. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video for more tips on managing your financial reports.